Hi, my name is Eileen. I am the director of On Being a Mother, and it is a true story of my auntie who has two daughters and one of them has special needs. And the story is about her journey through motherhood. In my family, the women came from a mindset of being self-sacrificial, of giving everything to the family, and there were many kind of like problems and issues that happened along the way. Personally, I saw how my aunt struggled through having a special needs child, having family problems, and how she prevailed to today, and I thought I wanted to honor that spirit.
I'm Zul from The Hidden Good. I'm the director for Uncle John's Story. Uncle John's Story is about a resident from Rinci Nursing Home who happens to be a war veteran and had many adventures to share. This film came about as a collaboration between Honor Singapore, Rinci Nursing Home and The Hidden Good. One of the biggest challenges in trying to tell Uncle John's story was that he had very few photos to help tell his story. So we decided to animate some of the adventures that he went through.
Hi, my name is Brenda. I'm the director of Until the End. Until the End is a documentary about a national fencer who started out without anyone believing in him until he met his coach. As national athletes, they always tend to have this successful and brave and courageous front. My intention was really to portray Wei Wen in a more human manner, to show that they also are humans and imperfect in some ways. One of the difficulties that we faced was getting the fencer Wei Wen to open up and visit one of the darkest moments of his life. And I thought that it was really compelling, and the amount of pain that he went through was something that really motivated me to want to capture it down. And his entire experience in life is just beautiful.
Hi, I'm Wee Chuan. I'm the director for 1276, a personal story between me and my dad, like our relationship and how we deal with our age gap. Why I titled it 1276 is because the characters in the film are 12 and 76. 12 was the age where we start to question our parents and not just take everything from them at face value. We kind of start to develop our own thoughts and our own opinions on things. When I was 12, it was a very big deal for people to find out that I had an older dad, because they would make a big deal out of it, and it's kind of embarrassing, and I will feel like a bit ashamed because of all the teasing and whatnot. And you just kind of feel out of place. Once I hit like around 16, people like really just stop caring. And when people stop caring, it kind of makes it a lot more easier to accept the fact. And people also will tell me that you don't really have as much time with him. Yeah, I really don't.
Hi, my name is Ashvin. I'm the director of the film Son of. So Son of is basically about a kid from a broken family and how he deals with that. Son of is actually kind of inspired from my own personal stories and also from stories from other families and how kids from those families get affected. In Ngee Poly Film, Sound and Video, in year 1 we had this module called storytelling module, and one of our assignments was to write a letter to our past to someone we are not in contact anymore. And for me, I'm not in contact with my father anymore for many years. And so I decided to write a letter to a past to him and see what that would be like. So my lecturer saw it and he felt that there was a story that could be told. At the time I wasn't ready for it, I was only like 18, and I felt like I still needed to mature more. I still needed more life experiences to be able to tell a story. And then when I hit year 3, when my first lesson with the same lecturer again for another module, the first thing he told me was about the letter to the past, and he told me, are you going to do it? And it was that thought that kind of ignited this story. I'd like to thank my lecturer, Mr. Leonard, for reminding me to tell this story. Without him, I might not have made this film. A lot of times, you go through like Mother's Day, Father's Day, or your friends just talk normally about your parents. These are things that are normal for your friends who are from a normal family. I'm not saying their families are perfect, but at least they have both parents and it's fine. But for a kid that only has a single parent or does not even have parents at all, it's kind of like an emotional pain that they don't really reveal, they just smile through it and then they joke about it. They sometimes might even lie, yeah, my father did this, yeah, my mother did that, but in actual fact, they have no idea. It's just really the small moments that I wanted to show people.
The biggest insight for me in making Uncle John's story is that this whole notion of finding our national identity, I don't think we need to look so far or too deep to realize that we don't need so much to really love the country that we are born in and we are living in. There's so many things that we can be grateful for, and I'm really glad that Uncle John showed me that.
I enjoy making honor films because I feel that every time I make a film, I'm humanizing someone's life story and also validating their journey. After sharing the video on social media and seeing people's response, I hope that my aunt will feel like she's not alone, that people are willing to get behind her story and support her and encourage her.
The biggest reward for me was seeing a slight transformation in Wei Wen. Towards the end of the project, we saw him opening up more and finding a certain kind of closure that maybe he never had in the past. And despite having several challenges right now that he's facing, he's pressing on and continuing the fight. So this time round, I've learned something new. Sometimes to honor someone is to act on what you've learned from him or her. And that's what I see in Wei Wen. So the best way for Wei Wen to honor his coach is to lift out and to be the best version of himself, which is what his coach has taught him to do. Why I do films about honor is because everyone's story deserves to be told, everyone's voice deserves to be heard, and their journeys deserves to be shared with others. And for me, the best way to honor them is to make films about them.
One important fact is that Uncle John is a double amputee. But despite that situation, his spirits remain unwavered. And this is something that I would really like to tell Uncle John. Life can take away your legs, right? But it cannot stop you from moving. And this is true from the fact that he moves around a lot, currently in Ang Mo Kio, and at the same time, you've moved a lot of hearts, including mine, by telling your story.
So coming from like a very typical kind of Chinese family, actually like kind of like an Asian family in general, we don't really express our gratitude and our love and honor for each other. Like it's very subtle. We don't really say it out loud, but we kind of do it in our own way. And this film 1276 is just my own way of expressing that.
What I've learned about honor from Uncle John is that to love and honor yourself despite your limitations, and to love your country simply because you're born here.
I've come to a point now where I can kind of understand all the hidden pains. Like that was something that only I realized when I was young, but now it's something that I can see through other people and I can understand their own pain. And I think this film has taught me a lot and has helped me grow into a better person, I would say. I think honor is trying to do the right things even when life might seem unfair to you, even when other people might not do the right things to you, but you keep up to your own values and doing the right thing. I think that's honor.